Aries. Ayo, Aries. So look here. I'm not sure if it's you dealing with a person or you just dealing with life, but there's a change to where your passion is derived from when it comes to expressing yourself in a certain type of way in your life and or receiving a certain type of expression from people in your life. You might not be sharing people or sharing to people why you changed, but it's a change to how you move or convey yourself in an environment. If it's an environment, or let's say you're in a relationship, it's almost like your partner doing something or saying something or carrying themselves a certain type of way. Yesterday it might have brought passion out of you or might have got you excited, but today it don't get you excited or it doesn't bring passion out of you. Matter of fact, it might put you further away from wanting to be in this space or wanting to be in this relationship, instead of putting you in a position where like it brought you closer to this person how it did yesterday. You feel me? So I'm not sure if it's you doing something or someone outside of you doing something that's kind of turning you off to the situation, but that's only turning you off to the situation because even more just because you're aware of a new sense of love that you want to experience. So it's almost like you might be in a position where I'm not sure what inspired you, but it's almost like something hit you in a sense where you got a new example of how you want to feel in a relationship or how you want to be perceived or experience this environment when you're in this environment, whether that environment, it might be involved in you sharing a space with a person. Because it's almost like if it's dealing with you in a relationship, it's almost like your friend put you on to somebody and the person they put you on to, you might be in a position where it's like y'all clink together because y'all were into a certain type of being, and now that you're out of that, or you grew out of that characteristic trait, or you just grew out of that being, now it's almost like your friend and them might be trying to gang up on you, telling you why you should continue to be with this person, even though the common ground y'all have is no longer common ground type of vibe. Now it's only further putting you in a position to kind of feel like this person and not really your friend to begin with, because if they was really your friend, they would be hearing you out in a sense of kind of helping you communicate the fact that this might not be something that aligns with you in the moment. You feel me? Now it's almost like, so now you, out of both parties, you realize you by yourself in a situation where you once thought everybody was involved, or it was you were heard in a space. You now realize you're not as heard as you thought you were, because it's almost like it's people you're giving to people, but the people you're giving to are just taken from without giving you nothing back, let alone hearing you out. So now you may feel isolated in whatever environment. And it's like that isolation is putting you in this position to realize not only are you breaking up with the bad habits or just the mentalities or the routines or the emotional states that put you in a position to adopt or involve yourself with these type of people, but now it's like you're in a position where you kind of growing and expanding out of the limited space or perspective that you put yourself in terms of what you can receive out of life. You feel me? It's almost like something's breaking the limit you put on yourself, but it's only breaking the limit you put on yourself because you might have experienced something that put you deeper in a sense of yourself. Yeah, you know what we're talking about though. I can't tell you much, Aries. You got a whole lot of deep thought going on when it comes to the changes that's going on in your world, because you got a lot of changes going on in your world, and it's like you almost cold towards it because you know it's not real. It's like, why would I cry over fake love type of situation now that you know what real love is, or now that you've been in an experience where you felt the warmth of whatever you may have experienced in your past that kind of got you in a situation where you in a sense of thought about the world that's around you that you know ain't fulfilling you. It's like a motherfucker outside of you just talking about a whole bunch of nothing, and at one point you were believing it. It's like at one point you were listening to what they were talking about, only until they led you astray. And look, all that being led astray put you in a position to change your perspective on whatever category of your life we talking about. You know, what section, what region, if it involves somebody, if it don't involve nobody. You know what we talking about, Aries. I'ma fuck with you though.